Hello guys, welcome back. So, another update on Bitcoin here. Before I start, I want to say that I'm doing videos only on Bitcoin lately because Bitcoin is the one that's been leading the market. So, I mean, nothing it's been doing great for the past, since the beginning of 2018. But if Bitcoin didn't do very well, the rest of the altcoins haven't, they did even worse than that. So that's why I don't update on altcoins right now, because 90% of the market, it's been going down. So I'm not going to be looking for long entries if 90% of the coins are going down. And most of these coins are going down even more than Bitcoin. So the only updates I do for coins, it's been for the for the premium members, and I just shared pictures of the charts over on the Telegram group when I sell. For example, when I sold Ethereum, when I sold, I can't remember, I think EOS before this big dump here. So that's all. That's about all my analysis for altcoins right now. It's only when I sell to take profits, which I stopped doing now, because the time to sell, I think it's past now, because now we're very, very low to sell anything more. But yeah, that's the reason I don't do reviews on other altcoins, because 90% of them are going down even worse than Bitcoin. So, and Bitcoin is leading the market. So if I do analysis on Bitcoin, you can understand the rest of the market in general, not every single coin, but 90% of them are going to be following the same path. So that's why I think it's more useful to just do analysis on Bitcoin right now. We went short from 10,500 or so, short down to 7,000, and then from 7,000 we've been long. And now yesterday I posted this short. I shared this when we were up there. So this for a short position. You can read here, I said the target is 12.4K, but too many bearish signs. Reversal candle, which is the shooting star here. RSI overbought for quite some time. 50-day moving average resistance here. So I think a pullback to 9.5K or so, it's likely. So here I gave 3 bearish confirmations, but it's actually more than that, because on the Bitfinex chart, I have also this downtrend channel, which I've been showing. Where is it here? So this was also the top of the channel. This was also a Fibonacci line, and it's also 12,000 psychological number and resistance from here. So it was like 5-level resistance here. A pullback was expected completely, and this shooting star was the cherry on the top. If it was a red candle instead of green, would be like a cherry on the top to short this from here. So what's next? And by the way, I've seen some people saying this is a falling wedge that broke out. So from here we're bullish. That's no, I don't see it like that. I mean, it could be, because this is very open to interpretation. It doesn't mean my analysis is the only one that's correct. It could be, but I've seen it all before in the previous bubble as well, here in 2013. This falling wedge here. This to me is not really a falling wedge. It's just a downtrend channel like the one we are seeing right now in Bitcoin, because if we select this support line here, copy paste so that it's perfectly parallel, and put it up here, you can see from this peak to this, to this resistance here, this is a downtrend channel. And if you put it down a little bit, you can see this is a parallel downtrend channel, not a falling wedge. Because after this wedge broke in the upside, there was no bull market continuation. This was just a parallel downtrend channel, which is exactly what I see in the situation today. So what's next? Let's do a little bit of Fibonacci analysis to see how far down this can go. The first thing I said for the members when I posted this short here, I said the first target is more or less at 9,300, because it's going to be the 20-day moving average acting as a support. But this doesn't mean this is going to reverse here. No, it's just a first target to maybe take some profit, take a little bit of profit if you want to be safe. But from here, we would have to do a new analysis from there to see if there's a reversal patterns, if not, if it still looks weak, the volume. But I think there's potential that it's going to continue to go down because we are in a very clear downtrend channel. So you always need to assume continuation, and continuation means lower lows. It doesn't mean it has to happen, but you need to assume it's going to happen until you're proven wrong, right? So long as we are downtrending, you need to assume the downtrend will continue until when? Until it reverses. Then you will take the analysis from there. But until this doesn't happen, you need to assume continuation. And in this case, the continuation is in the downside. So let's see if we do a little bit of Fibonacci retracement here. So I made a tutorial on Fibonacci not long ago. It's free on my YouTube channel if you want to watch it. So the way you use Fibonacci to try and anticipate what's going to be the end of the next leg, whether it's in the upside or in the downside, you use the Fibonacci tools on the last wave, not on the whole thing from here to here. You know, you can use this, but this is for, you know, it has different purpose. In this case, because what I want to know or I want to try to guess is specifically the end of the next leg. No, I'm not doing long-term projections or anything like that. I want to try and anticipate the end of this leg. Then I'm going to use the Fibonacci in the last wave or in the current wave, not in the whole chart. So I would understand this as a one wave. Point A, point B, and point C. This is the last wave here, right? And the last leg down was from here, point B to point C. So this is the last leg down. I would not count this as a little waves here. I would count this as a one full leg. So let's see if we use the Fibonacci retracement on this one. So the impulsive movement in this case is going down, so the retracement is going up, which we had already. I'm assuming this is the top of this leg, but let's see what the Fibonacci would have said if we would have tried to guess this the end of the leg on this retracement that it already happened. So the way to do that is you use the Fibonacci retracement, and we retraced up to the 50% level, Fibonacci level. This is one of the resistance I've been talking about as well, not only the top of the channel, not only the moving average, but also the 50% retracement, because it's very normal when we have vertical movements like this, whether it's in the upside or in the downside, the price tends to retrace to at least 50%. It's normal. This doesn't mean market recovery, it's just a retracement from this vertical long movement in the last wave here, in the last leg. Okay, so we did retrace up to the 50% Fibonacci. Let's see now how far this can go down, and for this we use the Fibonacci extension. In my tutorial I explained how to use it in an uptrend. In this case we are downtrending, so the way to use it is basically the same but in burst, like reversed. So Fibonacci extension to see how long this leg is going to extend. And we use this from the last wave, point A, point B. Point B is here. I'm just going to put it here so that we can see the numbers. And point C is the end of this retracement. So there we go. That's how you do the extension on the downside. Let me move this so we can see the numbers. I'm just going to extend it here. All right. So these are the levels down for how far we can, we can extend here. This is an impulsive wave down. So the first Fibonacci line is the 0.23, and it's going to be around the same level with the 20-day moving average. So this is going to be very strong support. I'm going to mark this as a possible first target. Okay, we have one here. First target. If this one is broken, we're going down, according to the Fibonacci, we're going down to 7,500, which makes sense because it is also support here. So I'm just going to draw a horizontal line here. And this is for the 0.38 Fibonacci line. And let me actually do a full horizontal line here. Okay, and if it goes down more, then it's going to be already a double bottom. I'm just going to set the Fibonacci here, sorry, the support horizontal line here, and I'm not going to continue to draw lines down, because if it goes this low, then I will take the analysis from there. But these are the projections for the targets. Let me fix this. So these would be your targets to take profit. Now I'm going to delete this Fibonacci because we don't need it anymore. Of course, we're finding some support here. There's also support from here, and this is also a Fibonacci line. So of course it's supporting a little bit. I don't think by probability is going to hold. So if I was playing the short, which I'm not, when I trade, I say it, the trades that I enter, for the record, I'm not playing this, but if I was, I would play it like this. Now the entry was up here at 11,300 more or less. Sorry, at 11,300 I think it was when I posted the entry. So what I would do now, I would keep lowering my stop loss to be right above this 50-day moving average. So because by probability the price is not going to go above moving average, so I would be lowering and lowering and lowering my stop loss, following the moving average. Always give it a little bit of room. Don't put it exactly on the moving average. Give a little bit of room, because you know these markets are very volatile. So you put it right above, which, you know, at this point it should be already at your entry point. So at this point, even if it reverses, this trade is not going to cost you any money if you enter it at the right time. Now I would take a little bit of profit here. If it continues down, I would take a little bit more profit here, and if it continues down, I would take a little bit more profit here. Before we touch here, I would not take profit. I would hold the entire position, and all I would do is lower the stop loss to above moving average. That's all I would do on the way down, and I would not take profit until we reach at least the first target to take a little bit of profit here. So actually I'm going to draw here the short position tool. I'm gonna say the entry was there, and by now you can have the stop loss already at your entry point. So now this is not gonna cost you any money no matter what. Okay, so I'm gonna set this, I'm actually gonna put it in the second line, but I would be taking profits in this target here. I'm gonna leave this this chart like this. Maybe I'll draw an arrow here to the moving average, and then a second arrow right there, something like that. So I'm gonna leave this chart like this. I'm gonna save it, and I will continue to update. Guys, I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.